Okay, start.
Hi, I am Nancy Anderson Virgin, granddaughter to Carl Anderson, who was born in Sweden at Urtemark. I am sharing a story about his first cousin, Maja-Lena, at Myren. She was a famous straw weaver. In a wooden glade next to Gamle Garden Open Air Museum in Bengtsfors stands Maja-Lena's little red cottage. The cottage was moved in 1992 from Myren in Urtemark, where Maja-Lena lived until the 1950s. Many people from Steneby and Urtemark still remember the legendary straw weaver Maja-Lena Johansson at Myren. When she was 63 years old in 1934, she stepped from a simple life in solitude straight into public life. Maja-Lena was the country folk woman who in her senior days visited all of Sweden's largest cities and was filmed and written about by Prince Wilhelm and made straw hats for Crown Princess Louise, Princess Sibylla, and the little princesses of Haga. In her cottage at Gamle Garden, there are still pictures for visitors to see of Maja-Lena in the company of Prince Wilhelm and his older brother, Crown Princess Gustav Adolf. When Maja-Lena was very young, she was very poor. Her mother was a single parent, and the mother and daughter made their living mainly by plaiting straw weaving. They also had a cow that grazed on the meadows surrounding the cottage. In 1888, the family grew and Maja-Lena's daughter Jenny was born. To have a child without being married was in those days a scandal. As a punishment, Maja-Lena was forced to sit in public view beside the altar at a service in Urtemark Church. This morning's service, when Maja-Lena must sit and be ashamed, she described later in life as the worst thing she ever experienced. She was denied the joy of seeing her daughter grow up. Little Jenny died when she was about 4 years old. The cause was probably ruptured appendix. Her mother, Agneta, also passed away, and Maja-Lena lived the rest of her life by herself. When she thought of her life is hard to know, but outwardly she seemed to be content. Prince Wilhelm writes of Maja-Lena, slippery with needles, the path leads to a glade where a little red cottage sits, in which a little old lady lives. It's almost like the beginning of a beloved nighttime story that we tell our children when it's getting dark. From the chimney, some smoke can be seen, telling us that the coffee kettle is simmering on the wood stove. She has only one room, but thinks this is fine, considering her modest needs. No other name is needed, for by this name she is known in the entire parish, and quite beyond that as well. Her swift replies make her renowned in the district, but is not so much her ready wit that has made her famous as the work she is now attending, straw weaving. Her fingers flies like the wind. One's eyes can hardly follow the movements, quick as lightning. There was a competition in 1949, and their task was to make the longest and smoothest braid possible in 15 minutes. The winner of the competitions were in order: Amanda Johansson, first from Edsviken, that was Grandpa Carl's sister, with her 191 centimeter long braid. Maja-Lena Johansson from Buenkassen, her first cousin, came in second, and Beda Johansson from Buen was in third place, another cousin who lived in America a short time. Prince Wilhelm writes of Maja-Lena, there are many who weave straw in this region, but not many of her caliber. She has added luster to Urtemark region like no one else. She will be sorely missed when she is no longer sitting in her cottage doing her straw weaving.